been here, I remember twice in my car, and I raced four-wheelers on this track many years ago, but I think the last time we were here was either 99 or 2000. Well, my car started working very well about 3 laps in on the bottom, and I just knew if I could maintain my momentum on the bottom and pick them off one at a time. And when I got to Dover, I mean, he's as good as they get, and I just didn't know if we could, have anything for him. But I knew when lap traffic come into play and he moved to that outside, and I thought if I stayed on the bottom, it might just be my night to sneak by him there. And we got to dicing pretty good there in them lap cars, and ended up pulling it off. I want to thank Lance and Bill Bloomster, the State Bank of Fairmont, Baker Crossing, DNR Welding, Rock Rapids Machine and Welding, Scott Bolte Sanitation, Borrowed Bucks, High Treader Graphics. Probably forgetting somebody, but it's been a while since we raced, so thanks to all my sponsors. You gotta have them. And I want to thank my pit crew. Tom Baker works his butt off, Travis Bott, my wife Jody, Lyle Nelson. We actually hadn't fired that motor until we got to the track today. Kind of been slacking off this winter, and good way to come out and start the year. Last year we started the year with a win the second night. Wasn't the best year, but hopefully this year will be better. I'd like to thank Brian Schnee for giving me an awesome chassis, and Charlie Fisher.
Yeah?
Hey.
Good job. Appreciate it. Not.
I knew my only shot was in lap cars, and I seen you go high, and I thought, well, I'm just going to stay on the bottom. And
I knew I should have protected it, but what do you do in that situation?
Well,
I mean, you could have blown around the top side too.
Yep, that's when you're.
I hate leading a race.
Yep, when you're in the lead, that's sometimes not the place to be.
Oh well, try again next time. Good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, we've had a few sponsor issues as far as fuel goes, so we're probably not going to do a lot of traveling. We're probably going to concentrate on racing at Jackson and do the Nebraska series as much as we can. We're going to do the Mafia and the Jackson Touring Series. And we'll just play it by ear, and if we can keep running in the front, that helps pay for fuel and pay for equipment.
It's a little bitty boring, pretty exciting. Didn't hardly go a lap without being behind somebody. Got in lap traffic really fast. I don't know about the fans, but it was an exciting race for me, so I would think it was a pretty good show for the fans. The heats, I didn't draw very good. I think I drew 25 out of 30, so it put me last in the third heat race, and got a good start. I think I was maybe third or fourth coming out of the first corner and ended up second. So I think that put me at the high point for the heat races, and then we drew number 4 and started fourth in the feature and ended up third. I gotta thank a lot of people. Gary and Amy Wergen Motorsports, first of all, they own our car. Skytop Towers in Lincoln, Nebraska. When Nelson Supply in Lincoln, Nebraska, they're new this year. They're helping a lot. WC South Sports Bar, GMS Wings, Central Body Shop. Oh man, I've got to try not to forget anybody. TI-22. Rippy Farms, AG's Automotive, Shell Shock Helmets. If I forgot anybody, it's a long list, I'm sorry, but a lot of people help out. Plans, we're going to run the whole Nebraska 360 Tour Sport our deal. We're going to run ASCS Midwest, hopefully come to some of these Minnesota Mafia shows, and then I'd like to go to Short Track Nationals at the end of the year, so that's what we're going to try and do.
Yeah, we've been here a couple times with the micro sprint. My last year in micro sprints in 09, we raced here twice and won twice. So I was undefeated coming into tonight, and I was still undefeated after the heat race. So the features kind of went down. Track it slicked off. Is nothing I hadn't seen before in the previous times I've been here. The banking gets real tall up at the top of the track, and I knew it was going to be up around the fence to start with, and and it was, and there's a lot of throttle control. I mean, you can't get too aggressive when you get on a small track like this. We started 5th, and a full load of fuel. You know, I was a little snug at the beginning, so I had hopes that it was going to come right to me, and fell to 6th on the start, got back to 5th. The fuel load wore off from about laps 15 to laps about 8 to go. I think that last restart was like 7 or 8 to go. We were really good. I thought we were really coming on strong, and the moisture started coming back up in the racetrack right around the bottom, as low as you could go, you know. So it was really tight down there, and we were kind of anticipating maybe be able to run up top on the banking, but that moisture came back up, so we had to go to the bottom. And as it came up, we just got tighter and tighter there than the last 5 laps, and I had to keep driving the car harder and harder to get it to rotate in the center. And it was okay. I was happy to get back to 4th. We were a little better than Trevor there at the end, but lap cars didn't play our way. And when you race on a quarter mile, 20 cars, it's a lot, and lap traffic plays a big role. Well, I think we're going to do something similar to last year. You know, we won the series last year, and that was one of our goals. One of our other goals was to win the ASCS Midwest region, so my primary focus is trying to do that, and we already dug ourselves a hole after last weekend, so we're going to have to rebound and get our stuff back together and get it going, get some more speed out of it. So I want to go where the competition's at. You know, we've shown that we can race with these guys. We haven't shown we can win with them yet, but we can run consistently in the top 4, and we ran 4th again tonight. So I want to race whenever the national tour is close to home, whenever the ASCS guys are there. I want to go where the competition's at. I'd like to get over to Knoxville a little more this year and run a couple weeklies over there before we go to the 360 Nationals. Plan on doing that again later in the year. So it's all about getting better for me, and you know, I really like racing with these guys, and so whenever we get a chance to race with them, we're going to take advantage of those opportunities too. We got a lot of new guys coming on board this year. Got to thank Johnson Farms, Piccadilly Rose Hill Ranches, Angels Energy Service, Jason Nelson Trucking, Eggert Automotive Sales and Service, Shoemakers Truck Stops. Jim Bell's back on board again this year. Druki Trucking and Ranch, Jeffrey's Trucking. All these guys, they really help me out year in and year out, and can't thank the new guys for coming on board enough, and hopefully we get a win sometime.
Yeah, it's been about 15 years since we were here last. I guess all in all, it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't nothing fancy or anything perfect, or I guess it was right around and stay out of trouble, which is what we were able to do until checkers flew. So I guess all in all, it wasn't a bad night.
That's the point of the race deal. What are your plans for the year?
Run wherever we can run that's close to home, I guess, right now. Whatever we've got parts for, we're going to run, and unless we get super busy, but I don't see that happening the way things are going. We're going to try and hit as many of these shows as we can, and until we run out of parts, then I guess we'll have to watch. But for now, it's hit what we can hit. It's just my daughter, parents, sister, Hirsch Lawn Service, Anderson Graphics, and that's about it.